Well, it's been a while. It's a great song. But in terms of me on a bike, it's been a while. For those of you who didn't watch my last video, let's just say a lot has happened since the last time I was on a bike. Needless to say, I had some stuff happen to me. I wouldn't even say stuff. It was just unfortunate. This all started about 3 weeks ago. And I basically went for a run on a Monday. You know, everything was fine, no pain, nothing. Tuesday rolls around, everything's cool, we're chilling. Wednesday comes around, and I have this weird pain in my left foot. And I'm like, what in the world? It's like my heel, right? Like my left heel. Well, come to find out, after doing some extensive research, I had ankle bursitis, which is a liquid-filled sac that grows in the bottom of your foot and behind your ankle, in between your tendon and your bone. And what it does is it inflames your foot to basically, where you basically can't walk, right? So I am now unable to walk on my left foot, which, as you guys know, is a little difficult to do when your job kind of requires you to be on your feet. I worked through it Wednesday, and I was like, whatever, I'll get over it. So Thursday I had to call in. I was like, ain't no way I'm going to work. So I don't go to work on Thursday, don't go to work on Friday. Mind you, this Saturday, like that Saturday, I was supposed to be at a crane lift at the job I was working at. We were setting AC units on the roof. So I was like, well, this blows, because like I can't be at the crane lift. And I was like, dang it, man. So, I get through the weekend, Monday rolls around, and I'm like, man, I still can't, it's bad. So I'm sitting at the house and everything, and my in-laws had went to Washington, D.C., and they have like a dog and 2 cats. So my wife is going back and forth from our house to the in-laws, her parents' house, taking care of the animals while I am stuck at the house. So she's going in the morning and then in the evening, and so she did that for a little while. Tuesday rolls around, I'm stuck at the house. She asked me to go, and I was like, I can't walk, So she's like, okay, no worries, like I'll go. So she leaves in the morning. I get a call at 7:30 a.m. Hey, I just got into a car accident. Lovely. So we go to the hospital. She totaled her car. Everything's fine. Everything's great. But her car is totaled. The person that hit her car is also totaled. Like I said, we go to the hospital and everything. So I'm hobbling around on one leg this whole time. Mind you, this is week 2 now. My left foot still, I can't put any pressure on my left foot. So I hobble around the hospital for 6 hours on my right leg. Come home, everybody at the hospital thinks I'm the patient, of course, naturally, right? I'm the one with the crutches walking around, and my wife ended up with I think a mild concussion and like some bruising. But other than that, she's okay. She's doing good, so there's no need to worry about it. That happened on a Tuesday. Wednesday comes around. My right knee gets really inflamed. I'm claiming it's patellar tendonitis. Growing up, I was an athletic human being, so I had Osgood-Schlatter's disease in my knee, which, if you don't know what that is, I can't even explain it. It's basically ankle bursitis, but in your knee. So I had that happen to me. That was in high school. I'm thinking my right knee got patellar tendonitis. which is just an inflamed knee from overuse for obvious reasons, you know. So that happened the week after. I go to work the following week because I needed, my boss was like, I like really need you to come to work. I need to know if you're going to be there on Monday. He was telling me this on Friday, and I was like, I don't think so, but I will try my hardest. So I rested up. I did the things that I needed to do to basically get back to normal. I went to work. The part that sucked the most about it was the driving. Luckily, I was just babysitting insulators. They had to insulate some copper lines for us on a project that we had worked on previously. So that was good. You know, I didn't have to do any physical work. I was just kind of the buffer between the project, site management, and them, the insulators. So that was good. I got to basically sit on my ass for 8 hours a day, which sucked in the long run. Looking back at it now, that sucked because I could not bend my knee. So you could only imagine what it looked like me trying to get up. Walking through the place was even funnier because you could probably picture this, but imagine Mr. Krabs, right? Walking around, or a pirate even, walking around with a wooden leg. That was me. That was literally me. I could not bend my knee. The whole week, I could not bend my knee. So I'm like, man, I think on Wednesday I was telling my boss, I was like, hey, you might need to get a replacement for me, because I started to think, well, I didn't start to think, I was already thinking, you know how bad it would be if I got into a wreck with a company vehicle. I had to drive an hour, mind you, right? Like the place I was going to is an hour away. So I was like, man, this sucks, dude. So I had to, you know how your knee gets locked in that position when you're driving? It's not a fun position to be in by any means, but regardless, I made it work. I went and I conquered, and then my boss was like, yeah, so we're gonna give you Friday off because you're done. You're basically finished for the week. So I was like, sick. So I got Friday off, and I didn't have to go to work. And it's funny, it's weird to think about. This was all happening last week, right? Like, it's weird to think about that this was all last week. But so I got Friday off, and then didn't have to go to work on Friday. Come Monday, I show up to the office because I had an office call. What I do is I go back and forth between the office and the field. But anyway, I went back to work, and in the middle of all of this happening, I start to get better on my right leg, and then my right big toe decided that it wanted to be an issue. So it's crazy to think about, man. It really is. It's genuinely insane. I go to work on Monday, and my right toe is my right big toe just does not feel right. Like I was limping the whole time. It was bad. It was really bad. It is this same week, right? So I went to work on Monday. It is now Friday of the time of recording this video, and I am back to normal. Well, I say back to normal. My right toe is still jacked. It is jacked pretty bad. Well, I won't say pretty bad. It's still messed up enough to where I know, like, I couldn't put shoes on all week. On Thursday, yesterday, was the first day I was actually able to put shoes on naturally, and it not bother me as much, right? I could put a shoe on and it not hurt so bad that I was like, I can't. I have to wear Crocs, right? Thankfully, I can now wear shoes, which means that I now can ride a bike. In conclusion, basically what I want you guys to do, if you haven't already, start taking care of yourselves, man. It's not worth going through all of this pain and all of this trouble for nothing, man. It sucks. Being hurt sucks. It's never a fun thing. Do me a favor and don't do what I did. Right? If you guys are gonna go work out, if you guys are gonna go run, make sure y'all stretch. Make sure y'all drink water. Make sure y'all do everything that is required, you know, beforehand to go out and do the fun stuff, because you can't do fun stuff if you're hurt. If you can't tell, it's irritating me to no end, because this was all avoidable. All of it. This whole 3 weeks I could have been riding could have been avoidable. Or I guess the 3 weeks I could have been riding but can't because I'm hurt could have been avoided if I had just done the proper things to ensure my health, you know? Like, when I went for that run, nothing felt correct. Nothing felt right. You know, for those of you who go and run, y'all know, when you run, things feel good. Things feel correct, right? Things are fluid. When I went for that run, nothing felt right. My legs felt like heavy. I could feel where I was hurting. Like the 2 weeks that I was out, I could feel that when I was running. Like it was bad, dude. It was really, really bad. And now I'm facing the consequences of what happened, and you gotta live with it, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm saying all this. Please take care of yourselves. Don't do what I did. Don't be a silly idiot. Not worth. It is warm out here, man. My bike's running a little hot. 210. Need to let her sing a little bit. So this will explain the absence that I have had this week. I apologize for not getting a video up on YouTube, and I apologize for not having any shorts posted this week either. I know a lot of people enjoy them. I physically could not ride my bike, so that is the reason for that. I know I posted a video, let's see, when was that? I guess that would have been the second week. I was somehow able to ride my bike that week, and I did. And I don't know how I did it, but I managed to be able to bend my knee enough to where I could ride a bike. And looking back, I forced a video. Not gonna complain about it. You know, it definitely, I enjoy uploading, but forcing videos is not something I want to do on this channel. If I can't ride a bike, if I can't get a video out because of imposing factors of things I cannot control, I'm not going to do it. I.e., unable to bend my leg, unable to bend my knee, unable to put shoes on, for crying out loud. Like, I'm not going to force a video. So for those of you who are wondering where I've been, that is where I have been. The weather has gotten much better now. It is no longer cold. So that's cool. And it is creeping up on summertime. It is now, I think we're people keep saying there's 90 days until summertime. I have a pretty good feeling that's not entirely true. My summertime starts in May, because that's when we always went on summer break in high school. So everybody's saying that, you know, summertime starts in yada yada yada, like August. Like, no, dude, summer's over in August, bro. You can't tell me it's summertime in August. That ain't cool. But anyway, summertime's coming up. Bike riding season is here. This is gonna be my first official bike season that I'll get to be a part of, and oh man, I am super excited. Oh, that's another thing. I couldn't go to Texas 2K, which for those of you who don't follow that, it was in Dallas this year. I live 4 hours south of Dallas. I had every intention of wanting to go. A superior figure said, no, you're going to sit on your ass at the house and not get paid instead. You're going to be unable to drive a vehicle, and you're going to be unable to walk. And for good measure, we're going to total your wife's car. I said, okay. So now I got to miss out on that. Anyway, I couldn't go to Texas 2K how I had originally wanted to. All good. Don't really care. Just thankful to be alive. I'll say that. Thankful to be here. I have no complaints. And everybody hauling ass in front of me. This road's only 60 people. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Seriously, so much, man. It really does mean the world to me when I see comments and views and likes and all that on these videos. It really tells me that you guys are enjoying these videos. So keep it up. You guys are doing a great job. I'll try my best to make sure that I also uphold my end of the bargain and produce content for you guys to watch. So thank you guys for watching. I seriously do appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see coming up into this, like I said, this upcoming riding season. What are you guys looking forward to the most? Stay safe, stay blessed, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.